This is today's Bible reading. Angel. Messenger and presence of God. Psalm 34:7. Angels do the will of God. Both the Hebrew and the Greek words for angel mean messenger. In the ancient Near East, the divine realm was viewed in terms of the structure of human society, and angels were the lowest level of society, the slave messengers. These lowest denizens of heaven did only what they were commanded to do by their superiors. While other ancient Near Eastern cultures believed in pantheons of gods, the official religion of Israel accepted no other divine beings than God, save the angels. The gods of the pantheons could disagree with and disobey the authoritative deities of their own divine hierarchy. The psalmists, though knew of no disagreement in heaven, since God is in control of all divine beings, the angels do the work of heaven in harmony with the will of God. In narratives of the Bible and of the text from Ugarit, divine messengers carry messages in the form of living letters. The messengers repeat word for word what they are told to report to other gods or to humans. In this way, the message given by an angel in the name of another deity was indeed the very words of the deity who sent the messenger. An angel of any given deity was so closely associated with the god as to represent the actual presence of the god. Thus, as Moses experienced at the burning bush, to speak with an angel was actually to speak with the deity. The Bible presents a similar situation with the activity of angels. Since the messenger could do only as ordered by God, whatever an angel did in the name of God was done by God. So in Israel's psalm, it is God who protects the faithful, even though the actual divine being standing guard is God's angel. Psalm 34, the happiness of those who trust in God. I will bless the Lord at all times. His praise shall continually be in my mouth. My soul shall make its boast in the Lord. The humble shall hear of it and be glad. O magnify the Lord with me, and let us exalt his name together. I sought the Lord, and he heard me, and delivered me from all my fears. They looked to him and were radiant, and their faces were not ashamed. This poor man cried out, and the Lord heard him, and saved him out of all his troubles. The angel of the Lord encamps all around those who fear him, and delivers them. Oh, taste and see that the Lord is good. Blessed is the man who trusts in him. Oh, fear the Lord, you his saints. There is no want to those who fear him. The young lions lack and suffer hunger, but those who seek the Lord shall not lack any good thing. Come, you children, listen to me. I will teach you the fear of the Lord, who is the man who desires life, and loves many days, that he may see good. Keep your tongue from evil, and your lips from speaking deceit. Depart from evil and do good. Seek peace and pursue it. The eyes of the Lord are on the righteous, and his ears are open to their cry. The face of the Lord is against those who do evil, to cut off the remembrance of them from the earth. The righteous cry out, and the Lord hears, and delivers them out of all their troubles. The Lord is near to those who have a broken heart, and saves such as have a contrite spirit. Many are the afflictions of the righteous, but the Lord delivers him out of them all. He guards all his bones, not one of them is broken. Evil shall slay the wicked, and those who hate the righteous shall be condemned. The Lord redeems the soul of his servants, and none of those who trust in him shall be condemned. Transition: murder in the holy place. Saul's pursuit of David intensified, now involving actual murder. The time of Israel's tribal confederation, just before Saul was crowned king, was not very unified. But what unity there was came from the Ark of the Covenant was kept. Reverence for the shrine continued even after the confederation ended, and no sane Israelite would have dreamed of attacking that holy place or its priests. But Saul, by this time, could hardly be called sane. Now, book of 1 Samuel, chapter 22, David's 400 men. David therefore departed from there and escaped to the cave of Adullam. So when his brothers and all his father's house heard it, they went down there to him, and everyone who was in distress, everyone who was in debt, and everyone who was discontented gathered to him. So he became captain over them, and there were about 400 men with him. Then David went from there to Mizpah of Moab, and he said to the king of Moab, "Please let my father and mother come here with you, till I know what God will do for me." So he brought them before the king of Moab, and they dwelt with him all the time that David was in the stronghold. Now the prophet Gad said to David, "Do not stay in the stronghold, depart and go to the land of Judah." So David departed and went into the forest of Hereth. Saul murders the priests. When Saul heard that David and the men who were with him had been discovered, now Saul was staying in Gibeah under a tamarisk tree in Ramah, with his spear in his hand, and all his servants standing about him. Then Saul said to his servants who stood about him, "Hear now, you Benjamites, will the son of Jesse give every one of your fields and vineyards, and make you all captains of thousands and captains of hundreds? All of you have conspired against me, and there is no one who reveals to me that my son has made a covenant with the son of Jesse. And there is not one of you who is sorry for me or reveals to me that my son has stirred up my servant against me to lie in wait as it is this day." Then answered the Doeg the Edomite, who was set over the servants of Saul, and said, "I saw the son of Jesse going to Nob, to Ahimelech the son of Ahitub, and he inquired of the Lord for him, gave him provisions, and gave him the sword of Goliath the Philistine." So the king sent to call Ahimelech the priest, the son of Ahitub, and all his father's house, the priests who were in Nob, and they all came to the king. And Saul said, "Hear now, son of Ahitub." He answered, "Here I am, my lord." Then Saul said to him, "Why have you conspired against me, you and the son of Jesse, in that you have given him bread and the sword, and have inquired of God for him, that he should rise against me, to lie in wait, as it is to this day?" So Ahimelech answered the king and said, "And who among all your servants is as faithful as David? Who is the king's son-in-law, who goes at your bidding and is honorable in your house?" Did I then begin to inquire of God for him? Far be it from me. Let not the king impute anything to the servant, or to say in the house of my father, for your servant knew nothing of all this, little or much. And the king said, "You shall surely die, Ahimelech, you and all your father's house." Then the king said to the guards who stood about him, "Turn and kill the priests of the Lord, because their hand also is with David, and because they knew when he fled and did not tell it to me." But the servants of the king would not lift their hands to strike the priests of the Lord. And the king said to Doeg, "You turn and kill the priests." So Doeg the Edomite turned and struck the priests, and killed on that day 85 men who wore a linen ephod. Also Nob, the city of the priests, he struck with the edge of the sword both men and women, children and nursing infants, oxen and donkeys, and sheep, with the edge of the sword. Now one of the sons of Ahimelech, the son of Ahitub, named Abiathar, escaped and fled after David. And Abiathar told David that Saul had killed the Lord's priests. So David said to Abiathar, I knew that day when Doeg the Edomite was there, that he would surely tell Saul, I've caused the death of all the persons of your father's house. Stay with me, do not fear, for he who seeks my life seeks your life, but with me you shall be safe. Transition, Doeg, the evildoer. An important player in the massacre of the priests was Saul's servant Doeg. He was the one who informed Saul about the priest Ahimelech's dealings with David. When Saul's own guards refused to strike the Lord's priests, the Edomite Doeg did not hesitate to carry out the evil deed, killing 85 priests, as well as people in the city of Nob. It is not surprising that Israel would reflect upon this tragedy in a psalm. The superscription of Psalm 52 associates this psalm's thoughts on evil and wickedness with the evildoer Doeg. Transition, murder in the holy place. Saul's pursuit of David intensified, now involving actual murder, the time of Israel's tribal confederation. Psalm 52, the end of the wicked and the peace of the godly. Why do you boast in evil, O mighty name? The goodness of God endures continually. Your tongue devises destruction, like a sharp razor, working deceitfully. You love evil more than good, lying rather than speaking righteousness. You love all devouring words, you deceitful tongue. God shall likewise destroy you forever. He shall take you away and pluck you out of your dwelling place, and uproot you from the land of the living. The righteous also shall see and fear, and shall laugh at him, saying, Here is the man who did not make God his strength, but trusted in the abundance of his riches, and strengthened himself in his wickedness. I am like a green olive tree in the house of God. I trust in the mercy of God forever and ever. I'll praise you forever because you've done it. And in the presence of your saints, I will wait on your name, for it is good. Transition, seeking God's guidance. In the ancient Near East, there were many ways of asking advice from the gods. Before battles, kings would consult with the soothsayers and diviners to ensure divine favor. Mosaic law prohibited such divination, but even in Israel, there were means of seeking a word from God. One of these evidently was the ephod that Abiathar, the priest, had brought to David's camp. In Exodus, the ephod refers to the linen apron worn by the high priest. With Abiathar's ephod, David would ask a yes-no question, and by some means that is not clear, the ephod would reveal God's answer. The means is not important in the end. The essential point is that David inquired of God, and God answered to Saul. God answered. By contrast, Saul sought information from spies. When Saul did at last inquire of God, God would no longer answer. Amen. This is the end of the Bible reading today. Thanks for joining me. Have a great day. God bless you. And see you tomorrow.